Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I wanted to do a chatty get ready with me, doing a story time, talking about my most recent girls trip with one of my really good friends, April. If you are new to my channel, I post videos focused on affordable drugstore makeup. I'm going to be sharing pictures and clips of our trip, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So I just want to say thank you so much for all your thoughts and prayers. My grandmother passed away and she was 91 years old, so she lived a long, good life. The last probably the last 16 years of her life really wasn't the best. So she had dementia and she was really going downhill. So this wasn't like an unexpected death, but it's never completely easy. So thank you so much for all of your thoughts and prayers. It really means a lot to me and my family. I'm going to go ahead and put my sunscreen on, and I'm just using the Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence. And I know that they have American version of this now, but this is the Japanese version and I get it off of Amazon, so I'll link it down below if you're curious about it. But this was the face sunscreen that I wore at the beach, but this is just like my go-to face sunscreen. Like, I wear it every single day. But this look that I'm going to do is going to be, I guess, kind of more of like a beach makeup look. But honestly, when I was at the beach, I either didn't wear any makeup at all and just wore sunscreen, or I did actually wear Revlon ColorStay if I was going to the beach and I wanted to do a little bit more makeup, just because this stuff lasts through everything, through sweat and like water, like all of that. So this is what I would wear, but I just figured I would do kind of more of what probably a regular person would wear to the beach. So, and I just wanted to do a light makeup look today. So first, like I said, I went in with the sunscreen, and next I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream BB Fresh. This is in the color 120 Medium Sheer Tint. So this is the slightly darker one. They have like a fair medium, or like a light medium, something like that. So they have different, color ranges in this, but I'm just gonna first apply, and you can totally just blend this out with your hands, which sometimes that's what I do. I just blend this out and then I kind of go back with my makeup sponge to make sure that everything is blended really well. So, and this is another great way to add some sunscreen to your face, because this has SPF 30. So maybe if you did not have this, you could just throw this on your face and use this as your sunscreen with like a little bit of a tint. And I do wear this product a lot, like during the summer months. You could also take some of this down on your neck. Like, my neck is always a little bit lighter than the rest of me, just because I usually do put sunscreen on my neck. And I do find that it's just like, in general, it's like your head kind of shields your neck a little bit from the sun. But anyway, so with the trip, so April and I, we flew down there, and luckily we had a direct flight from where we live. So I live right outside of Louisville, Kentucky. So we flew from Louisville to the Clearwater St. Petersburg airports. So it's a very tiny airport, and it's actually smaller than our airport here. If I don't mention some of the products that I'm using, I will just, put the little image of what I'm using, and I will have all the products listed, like the shades I'm using, and I'll have them linked. I am using affiliate links, so if you do purchase anything through those links, it does help support my channel out. So thank you so much if you do purchase anything through those links. I feel like we got there like around 5 p.m. or 4 p.m., something like that. And then we just Ubered over to our hotel, which was on the beach, but our room that we got wasn't like beach facing, just because we got like a better deal to not get a beach facing place. And I wish that I would have gotten footage of our actual like place that we stayed. I think April filmed some footage, so if I can possibly get it from her, I'll insert it here in the video, or I might actually just take some pictures from the actual website and put it on here. But we stayed at the Avalon at Clearwater. And I mean, I did like our hotel. There were things about it that I would have changed. I don't think that the layout was done the best, but and like the furniture and stuff in the living room could have been a little bit more comfortable. But I mean, we didn't really spend a lot of time in the actual hotel. You know, most of the time we were at the beach and everything. But our first full day was on Tuesday. We flew down on a Monday. And the weather was perfect that day, and the ocean was really calm. In the mornings, it was just so calm and peaceful. It was just so relaxing. So I always wanted to get up kind of early, and luckily, like where we stayed at, we could just walk everywhere. Everything was like in walking distance. So we didn't rent a car or anything like that. We just Ubered, you know, from the airport to our hotel, which was about like 25-30 minutes from the airport. But yeah, we just like walked everywhere. So I've been into using both of these two powders, the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear and the Maybelline Super Stay. So I think I'm going to use those actually, but I'm just going to apply them really light and not super heavy handed. And for the restaurant that we went to, like on our first full day there, the Pavilion, we ate there, and that was my favorite restaurant there. It was on the beach and the atmosphere was so nice. They had a bunch of like ceiling fans and we sat outside. But all the ceiling fans there just like it made like a nice breeze through the restaurant, which felt really nice. The food was really good. I think it's called the Beach Bowl was what I got. And it was kind of like a poke bowl. It had, you know, some pico and avocado, and it had a mix of like different vegetables and stuff in it. And I also got like chicken added to that meal. Then we got like chips and guac, and we had, I think, a margarita or something. But I really, really liked that restaurant. And that one was so close to where we stayed. Like, it probably was, I don't know, maybe a 10-minute walk, if that, from our hotel. And then I'm going to just moisturize my lips with this Hard Candy Glosstopia. This is just the clear one. And then I'm debating on which of these I want to use. But I think I'm going to use the Rare Beauty bronzing stick. It's been a minute since I have used this, and I just want to use this again. So I'm also trying to figure out what brush I want to use to blend this out. Can never remember the exact shade that I have in this, but I'll have it down in the description box. Like, it's completely rubbed off the bottom, so I'm always like trying to remember, but I have it saved like on my document with all the list of the products that I have in my collection. So I'm just gonna blend this out first around the forehead. But yeah, so we ate at that place, and then we came back, and our hotel was where we stayed at. Like, each night they would do like a sunset like celebration up on like their pool deck bar area. So we went and did that the first full night there and watched the sunset, which was really pretty from like up on our like pool deck area. In Florida, on that side of the Gulf, it faces the west side, so it's almost like you're at a West Coast beach, but you're on the East Coast. So that was a pretty cool experience. The next day we went back to the beach. Like, every day we were going to the beach. And that day, whenever we were on the beach, we saw some stuff in the water, and we did not know what it was at first. And like, April filmed it and everything. And at first I was thinking that it was like a school of stingrays or something, because like, at first we thought it was dolphins, but then we were like, it can't be dolphins. And it almost kind of looked like a seal, but then like, I just really wasn't for sure what it was. And then later we were talking with some of the people down there, like the next day that we were down at the beach, and they said that it was actually like a group of manatees. And after they said that, I was like, oh my gosh, that makes like so much sense, because since it kind of looked like seals. And I mean, I know that manatees are bigger than a seal, but like, and the reason why I was thinking it looked like a stingray is because, you know, their little tail, like how it, I don't know. I was just thinking, oh, they're school stingrays. But yeah, it was manatees. So that was kind of cool to see manatees from the shore. It was a pretty good size like group of them. So that was fun. And like I said, the water was pretty calm the whole time that we were there. We had really great weather. So it didn't rain at all while we were there. So, you know, you could get out in the ocean and swim because the waves weren't rough or anything like that. And they had like green flags out every day, which, you know, means that you can get out in the ocean and there's not like a rip current or anything like that. So, okay, a new product that I'm testing out today, Hard Candy sent me some more of their Face Off blushes. And I'm assuming that these are new colors to this blush line. So I just got these in PR yesterday. But we have the colors Girl Crush, Hot Shot, and Double Take. So I'll just do some quick little swatches on my hand so you guys can see the different colors here. So this first one here is, I think, Girl Crush, right? Yeah. And it's a really like vibrant purpley pink color, like almost like a magenta. And it's like once you blend this out, it looks a bit more like bright pink. And these are soft matte finish, which were the other ones that they first came out with. I don't remember them being a matte finish. I feel like those were more of like a kind of glossy finish. So I don't know. I never owned any of the other ones, so I'm not sure. And then this is, like I said, in the color Hot Shot. And this is a brighter red. This is like what the packaging looks like if you've never seen these before. And they have like these type of applicators. So this one is kind of like a coral pinkish color. It's not necessarily a true red. And then if you blend this out, it's a little bit more, I think, maybe sheer than that first one, but still has really good like color to it. And then the last one, Double Take. This is more of a light pink, and let's see. Yeah, it's more of just like a regular, just natural pink color, like a light baby doll pink. So I feel like this one wouldn't really show up too much on me, but I don't know, maybe it would. I'm kind of more drawn to these two colors, and in particular the Girl Crush one. So I think that's the color that I'm going to be using today, but just so you can see like the swatches of these, go ahead and do this bright magenta pink color. And I'm just going to do just 2 dots. I don't think this is quite as pigmented as some of the other products like this on the market. So I think you can get away. I'm trying to find the brush I want to use. So I think you can get away with like not applying quite as much maybe. Or I don't know, maybe it is just as pigmented as some of the other ones out there. I don't know. I find with myself and these types of products, I feel like I never do well directly applying them to the face like that. I always find that it works out better for me if I put it on the back of my hand and then blend it onto the cheeks. So let's do that instead, because I feel like I'm having trouble blending this out, going directly onto the cheeks. I'm just like not really an expert at applying these types of blushes, to be honest. But I'm just using my Wet n Wild angled blush brush. And that is actually pretty intense. I'm going to go back over it with just my makeup sponge to kind of blend it there. And I might actually need to go in with more bronzer to kind of blend everything. Like, let's add just a bit more bronzer here. Okay, I think that's a bit better. And then our second full day there, of course, we spent most of the time at the beach again. And then in the later afternoon, we went out to dinner. So we'd have like an early dinner. And we went to this restaurant called Frenchy's Rockaway Grill, which was another restaurant on the beach. It was slightly a little bit further down than the Palm Pavilion. And I wasn't as crazy about the food at that Rockaway Grill. They had a lot more like seafood, but I feel like a lot of it was also like fried seafood. And it wasn't bad, but it just, to me, it wasn't as good as the other restaurant. But I did really like and maybe I just didn't get the right things. Like I got these fried grouper bites and they were okay, but I felt like it was kind of dry. Like the grouper was a bit dry, which maybe it is a bit of a more dry fish. So I got those. We got some hush puppies. They were jalapeno hush puppies. And I got just like a small house salad. And then April got this pretzel that was shaped like a fish, which looked really cute. It made for like a cute picture. And that was actually pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. I just preferred the other restaurant over the Frenchy's Rockaway Grill. But our server was super nice and he was really like talkative, telling us about different places in the area to go to and check out and everything. So I really did enjoy that about the restaurant. I feel like our server was really good. And not that the service was bad at Palm Pavilion, because it definitely wasn't. We had really great service, but I would say that was probably the most notable thing about Frenchies is I feel like our service was really good and I liked the decor there, like how bright and beachy it was. And then that evening we went back to the beach and we just watched the sunset on the beach that night, which was really cool. And we kind of preferred going down to the beach to watch the sunsets. So that's what we did the following night as well. And I think, yeah, that second full night, whenever we went down to the beach, there was also a full moon. So that was really cool. And the moon was really big. It was the flower moon. I got some really pretty pictures of that. And then our last full day there, we were on the beach. And I feel like that was the day that we spent the most time at the beach because we knew that was our last full day there. So I walked the beach quite a bit and just laid out. And then while we were on the beach that day, we saw some dolphins super close to shore. And luckily April was filming, so she caught some footage of it. I loved her reactions. To everything. Like she just had the best reactions. But there was a mom and baby dolphin, and if I like slowed down the video, you could tell like the mom dolphin kind of jumped out of the water like she was trying to catch a fish. So that was a super cool experience to see them that close to shore. But I was telling April that I felt like I was super amazed, but everybody else there on the beach was just doing their thing, like not really paying attention. So it's like, did they just not see it? Or were they like, we've seen this other days down here and this is nothing new? But yeah, so that was a fun experience. And then I'm just going to prime my eyelids real quick with my Milani eyeshadow primer. And I'm just going to do a light dusting of the powder that I used on my face. And a little bit of bronzer in my crease. So I'm just going to use my face powder here. And like I said, I'm just going to dust this all over. But we got some really great pictures, some really great footage. So I had the best time. And I feel like April and I, like, we're just like on the same page with everything. Like we would go down kind of earlier in the morning and stay on the beach until around 1:30, and then we would come in, have lunch, take a shower, get ready, and then just like go out. Also, I think it was the day before the last day after we had dinner, we went to some of the shops around the area and was just checking everything out. Like April's son wanted to get some shirts from Ron John, which is like a beach surf shop, and they had one of those down there. So we went to there and shopped around, and then they had like this other beach shop called Surf Style, which I bought several shirts from there. I found like a fun Hawaiian style shirt for Josh, so I bought that for him. It was a super fun vacation, and I was so sad when we had to come back. So we flew down on like a Monday, and then we flew back on Friday. I'm just gonna go ahead and mist my face with my makeup setting spray. But this was always a must if I wore makeup to the beach, was to use a makeup setting spray, because that is really gonna lock on your makeup really well and keep it lasting. And then another thing that I did at the beach was I never wore any mascara while we were there. So like if you have darker lashes, this makes it easy. But if you don't have dark lashes, what you can do is go and get your lashes tinted, or you could even get like a lash lift and tint, which is what I wish I would have done going on this beach vacation, just because, you know, with your lashes lifted and tinted, it just already looks like you have mascara on, and you don't even have to worry about curling your lashes. It is amazing. So Josh and I, we are going to be going on our beach vacation here in about 10 days. So I booked an appointment to get a lash lift and tint and like a brow tint done. This is basically it. Actually, something I did do, which I'm not going to wear this today because I don't want to wear bright lip colors, but I did wear these CoverGirl Outlast lip stains while we were there at the beach, and these were great products if you wanted to have color on your lip that lasted for a long time, and you could throw like a lip balm or even like one of those lip balms that have the sunscreen in it over top. And it was a great way to have color on your lips that lasted the whole day at the beach while, you know, still keeping your lips protected. So, you know, if you are like me and you do enjoy wearing some makeup at the beach, I definitely like these. And with my swimsuits, they were like brighter colors. So this just tied everything together. I loved these two products. So after wearing these, I'm like, I want to go back and get more of these. I really enjoy how the tips on these are a little bit more fine, so it's easy to do like a lip line. And I'll just do some swatches of these two colors so you can see. So this is in the color Epic, which is a bright pink color. It pairs really nicely with that blush actually. So I really liked that lip color. And then this one here is in Atomic Love, which is more of a warm toned red. So that's that color there. And sometimes I would like mix the two together, which was fun. So yeah, really enjoy these. I wanted to get like a coral color, but I was looking online and I don't see a nice like orange coral in this, but they really need to make that because, and I don't know, maybe they do have an orange coral one. Maybe I just didn't see it online, but really enjoyed those lip products. But today I'm just going to throw on the Maybelline, what are these called? Lifter glosses. And this is in the shade Bubblegum. That is this makeup look done. I hope that you guys enjoyed my experience, like me sharing my vacation, my little trip with April to Clearwater, Florida. If you did enjoy this story time, me talking about our little trip, then give this video a thumbs up. And thank you guys so much again for, like I said, all of your thoughts and prayers with my grandmother passing. I know it's going to be a huge adjustment, mostly for my mom, because my grandmother lived with my mom for the last 10 years of her life. Well, almost 10 years. and my mom took care of her faithfully through all of that. So yeah, I know it's going to be hardest on my mom, and I'm definitely trying to be there for her as much as possible during this time. Luckily, we live really close to my parents, so I can be there for my mom anytime. So I hope that you guys have a great day, a great week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye. Mwah.
You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art.